And we are off. It is time to go. You are watching Gold Squadron Flight Club. It is a Saturday morning. Thank you to everybody. Remember, we're live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Welcome. Today's brought to you by Co-op Print Yards. Use code GSP for 15% off. And today is a community gauntlet. You guys have been showing me that you enjoyed the gauntlet, at least when the GSP crew plays against each other. And this is me testing, saying, do you like watching people do it? Like that's not your GSP crew. So, you know, this is a little bit of experiment, but I know I'm having a good time. Every single player today, we have 3 rounds coming your way. Every single player, they are getting 5 minutes to build a list. They have specific rules, and they're getting assigned a faction at random. And I will tell you, it was really interesting. We had 2 people when I called for, hey, who's available for Flight Club, say, I'm in. And then all of a sudden go, oh, wait, I could be assigned a faction that I'm not familiar with. I'm out.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was interesting. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, that's the point. The whole point is for the funsies. But I get it. Maybe they want to dip their toe in first on their own before they join us in the pool. I get it.
You want to start with a good game.
That's right. So our list building rules for this round is 3-ship alphabet soup. It must be a 3-ship list. They must all be generics, and all the ships must be different ship chassis. I couldn't fit the word chassis in there without it looking ugly. So yes, person somewhere on YouTube, you can go ahead and correct me, but I've pre-corrected myself, so I win. I'm the winner. Okay.
It's just one of those words that look ugly no matter what you do. Like core.
Alrighty. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to open up the Choose Your Champion poll, because we know you guys like that. How to participate is there on the bottom of your screen. Now my question to you, Zach, is who are you voting for?
If I had to vote, I'm liking the toys on the scum. I'm really liking the scum's toys here. But then again, that is a Falcon. You don't ever really want to vote against them, and it is an X-Wing with protons. But that's a lot of toys. If I'm leaning towards scum. We've got Zam on a really big arc of a ship. So Zam's going to be having a lot of fun. We've got a contracted scout also with proton torpedoes. And then we've got over here a Camigula, because no one ever plays those, so I forget the name. With
Chemo. It's Chemo Gila.
Chemo Gila.
Or
okay,
Chemo. If you want to do it like a little more American, it'd be Chemo Gila. But I like Gila better. It sounds more powerful. Well, it's like,
or we could go, like the Nevada desert and Chemo Gila.
Yeah,
maybe.
There you go. Choose, pick your poison there.
One of those 3. Either way, we got that ship.
Yup.
With plasmas and conks or clusters, which, as we're seeing right now, as tried and true normal with Rebels, they are staying pretty close. So I think I would put my money on the scum here, maybe, just because I like all the fancy toys they got.
Toys are fun. Toys are fun. Now, if one of the things that Sasha was talking about in our, just in case you didn't catch it, in the pregame, was that he decided to bring Perceptive Co-Pilot on both the U-Wing and the Falcon. We know that it's not actually the Falcon, it's Initiative 1, but we're going to call it the Falcon because we do. But he decided to bring Perceptive Co-Pilot on both of those, hoping to utilize the focus on both attack and defense. I think that if he can roll the focus results on defense, more importantly, because they usually have 1 or 2 agility, obviously the U-Wing one shifts back and forth. If he can actually get that focus to hit on defense, I think that's where the advantage starts leaning towards Sasha, because now he's getting the value out of Perceptive Co-Pilot, or more value out of it. It is really sad when somebody brings Perceptive and you see that second focus sitting there at the end of the turn. Why'd you even bring it? It feels so bad.
Now, problem though, we do have the Chemo X with its, bullseye ability, and we also have Forlom.
Mm-hmm.
So if Justice is able to use those to his advantage, that's going to kind of negate the ability of Perceptive Co-Pilot. So we're going to see like both pilots trying to weigh their abilities and be able to kind of what's the correct word I'm looking for? Like just use what they have for their ships to kind of cancel that out.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's be honest, Trandoshan Slaver doesn't care about going in one straight.
Does not. All right, so that X-Wing is starting to bank around the Falcon there. One of the things about Justice's approach is I find a little interesting, the Kimogila being so far in the back. Now, mind you, it is the highest initiative, so you kind of keep the lower initiatives out of the way. But there's a good chance in the next engagement we might have the Slaver and the Jumpmaster in the fight versus all three of Sasha's ships. Oh, never mind. It's coming in quick. He's like, no.
That hard there.
Yeah.
So here's a real question. Like I know I talked about Bully and the Falcon.
Right.
What would you go after first?
I mean, it's going to be a little bit target of opportunity. Do we have a shot here? We do.
Ooh, we do.
Well, I'm going after the Slaver first. Look at that. 100% correct right from the beginning.
Right.
So this is going to be a 3-on-3 shot. It is obstructed end range 3.
Who would ever thought a Slaver could be so agile?
2 hits.
Up, using the focus for 3.
That's right. You brought the perceptive, right? You got to be able to use it.
Yep.
And here comes the defense roll. And going to be taking 2 right off the bat.
Trandoshan Slaver doesn't care. They're like honey badgers.
And then we got the ZAM trigger there. After you defend, recover a charge, and then you could and then you can get a lock on the attacker. This is big because now the Trandoshan actually has a mod. And that is the You Should Thank Me card.
Yes, I believe that is not obstructed though.
It is not.
The last attack obstructed? The last attack was not obstructed either.
Well, we'll let them play it out.
Yeah,
it's not a tournament. They both took the obstruction. Sure,
so
it's fine.
Is he using Forlom here? I would. On a roll like that, I'd use Forlom.
Alrighty. Actually, this might actually matter. 1 sec.
Yeah.
Hey, friends.
Yes.
Hey, real quick. So the Trandoshan, I just want to double check something. So the Slaver, it was not obstructed.
Okay, I'll re-roll mine.
Well, this is what we'll do just for funsies here. It's more casual. Just go ahead, just add 1 die to the roll for the scout. So there's no feel bad. We'll just pretend like it was obstructed, and we'll just move on. All right?
Okay.
Easy.
Okay, so this was obstructed.
Yeah, 1 more dice for obstruction.
Right. Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Wait. So focus. Nope, I'll keep the focus. It stays.
All right, back to the back cave. All right, cool. We kept it casual. So yeah, just take the obstruction. We'll keep moving on. This is, it's Gold Squadron Flight Club, a little more casual. This is not a Delta qualifier, a Sigma qualifier, a championship. We can keep it a little more chill. We all good. So I just told him to add that die for obstruction. Hey, look, Dion. I basically just hand them an evade. That's how that works, right?
Right. Yeah. I will say though, probably should have used Forlom. I mean, you can use Forlom, you use Forlom,
Right, but so make sure this is my critique for you as a commentator.
Oh.
No, don't ask them about triggers in the chat.
Oh. You're right.
Because it is a May, especially those Mays.
I just had it used so often on me, I forget it is a May.
Right. Yeah. So that Forlom, while you perform an attack, you may name a type of green token because there's a penalty there for the Trandoshan Slaver as well.
Yeah. You're right.
So That's all right. That's all right. Like if you were in Twitch chat, you probably would have wrote 4-alarm question mark, like asking me if they did it, which is I think what just happened there. I think you had you shifted back to viewer mode for a moment.
Yep. We'll blame it on that one. I haven't done commentary, in a few years.
No worries. No worries. All right. So looking at the board position right now, we saw. Let me go ahead and update this health here. So I was talking to the player. So we have the Trandoshan is down to shields, and the U-Wing got away clean, right? Yes. All right.
I think the U-Wing, yeah.
So one of the let's look at the board state right now. Who do you think has advantage positionally?
I would say Scum, because we got our Trandoshan Slaver just able to just keep going straight. Our Contract Scout can turn in, and our Caligula can come in, and we have a whole big range of fire just basically surrounding that debris field.
Now we got a little conga line coming.
Yep. Meanwhile, the rogues, the rebels, have to kind of come into this while the Scum's already inside of it. They're less likely to hit and less likely to be obstructed since they're already in this little pocket. But let's see, because our red squadron comes in, 1 bank, not really struck fast enough to do much. 2 bank, you're getting real close to that debris field. 3 bank, I think you might hit it. I don't know. Like I said, I think it's Scum positioning here. But either way, that outer rim smuggler's got a lot of nice hard turns. We could see just, a stop and rotate from the blue squadron scout. And then just cover what area the Trandoshan Slaver may come from.
You're right. I like that. One of the cards, I was just thinking, I was like, man, whenever we have these limited ship formats, for Rebels, I really like Leia. I know that Leia has more value when you have more ships, but when you know a number of ships that you're going to be playing against, I know I'm going to be playing against 3 ships, Leia is a really good value. But looks like the Falcon is coming in here. I'm a little worried about the X-Wing. It looks like it's 1 bank is not going to clear.
No. I think that X-Wing's bumping. Oh, did I call the rotate?
It is a stop. Maybe just a stop. No action. Trandoshan Slaver coming in hot.
Oh boy.
3 bank.
Yeah, going in, bullying the Falcon. Get that proton ready.
Voodoo VD, he had an extra focus. He had a Perceptive Co-Pilot. The 4-LOM wasn't used. We good?
Yep.
Or doo-doo. Ha. A dodo? It's probably what it's supposed to be.
Yep, that is a bump on the X-Wing.
Yeah, not quite long enough there.
Yeah, you needed that proton. I think the Caligula is in a bit better shape. But also same thing, you needed that munition.
Well, at least we got a 3-dice gun here. Here we go. This is going to be 3 on 2. No obstruction. No free obstructions this round, boys.
We're watching it this time. We're watching that
right.
chat. All right.
So here we go. Here's the roll. We got a trail mix there. 1 crit and a focus.
And Trandoshan Slaver evades. Same dice roll back, just with a focus. We're going to have the Caligula fire into the Contracted Scout. A little bit better. On the Scum side.
Hit crit.
Just going to... Oh, right. Has Kanan. Going to force.
That's right. Use the force. So that's just going to be 1 shield on the Falcon.
And I believe Rebels have initiative, so it'd be, yep. Blue Scout probably back into Slaver.
And that is just outside of range 1. It's going to be range 2. Work the body. Work the body.
All right, just keep hitting the big guy over and over until he goes down. 2 hits going in, and shield and a hole going into the slaver.
Pop, pop.
And then we've got the Zam coming back in.
And what's the Zam card? It is the recover a charge and acquire a lock.
Might as well use that one until you have everything else, right?
Yeah, exactly. You need the charges anyway, so that is automatically what you just put out there. There's no reason.
Right,
and
keep pushing damage into the contracted scout. Now, is Zam a May, or is that a recover and
the flip is a after you defend, you gain a charge. The target lock is a May.
Okay.
You still get the charge no matter what.
All right, so we're seeing Trandojan Slaver go into the smuggler.
I think he ended up shifting to the scout.
I think he shifted the target lock, but the attack's going in on the smuggler.
Well, we'll see where the one's going through. Where was the attack going into?
It's 1 die, so I'm guessing the smuggler.
Yep.
Alright, use one of the focuses from the perceptive. And call it a day.
There you go.
Now we've got the big boy coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Big proton missile. Or torpedo. That's not a missile, Zach. What are you talking about?
I mean, isn't a torpedo a missile at heart?
No, I mean, because usually torpedoes are more for ship warfare.
This is true, but why do we have missiles too?
Armada doesn't have this problem. It just has the ordnance slot.
There you go. Alrighty, so proton torpedo, 4 dice coming in. This is going into the outer rim smuggler. We got 3. Spend the lock.
Yep.
You brought it to the party.
Oh, well.
Doesn't get anything out of it. Change 1 to a crit because proton torpedoes. Got the squiggle. Taking 2. Not bad. Honestly, that is, for the outer rim smuggler, you're coming out basically clean, only losing 2 shields in that engagement so far. That seems good.
Yeah, and go right back into the guy who punched you in the face.
Hey, you punched me, I punch you back.
It's just a big, it's just a big heavy hitter.
3 dice on 1.
Oh, we missed a call. We had the Trandojan Slaver use suppressive gunner.
Aha. Well, even with the suppression, still lands a hit crit with a fuel leak hanging out there.
Ooh, that's not something you want on the Slaver.
Fuel leak.
Oh, especially with a proton torpedo going around on that X-wing.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, you don't want that.
So again, somebody maybe who's not familiar with fuel leak, after a critical damage gets hit onto that slaver, it triggers an additional extra damage. That means the same thing, additional and extra, but you know what? We're just going to roll with it. We're going to ignore that bad English and just keep rolling. All right. So the Falcon is done, and that is the end of the engagement. And yes, we did miss the suppressive gunner trigger there that happened on the Trandoshan Slaver. So what happened when the Trandoshan Slaver attacked? It says while you perform an attack, you may spend 1 focus result. If you do, the defender gains 1 deplete token unless it chooses to suffer a damage. And he had placed the deplete token on top of the Outer Rim Smuggler card, which is why I missed it there. I was like, where? I was wondering what the token was there for. I was like, why is this on the card? Maybe he's using it as a reminder. Yeah. For
reminder
deplete.
For us to pay attention.
Yeah.
So, this is going to be an interesting turn. This is going to be a very interesting turn of maneuvers. Because I do not remember the Blue Squadron's blues.
The
I know.
the U-wing.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I know it's painted blue, but I don't know it's blue maneuvers.
1 and 2 bank, 1 and 2 forward.
Okay. I was worried it had no choice but to really hit that debris field, so we're good. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna have. Let's see. Sasha does move first, initiative 2. I mean, he might be fine, but he's gonna have to. He can 1 bank to the right, but that you're obviously not getting a shot for that.
Nope.
You could coordinate somebody if you go 1 bank to the. This is just gonna stress you again, though. That's because coordinates red on
But
the.
if you're not getting a
units.
shot, if you get a coordinate onto that outer rim smuggler, who's gonna probably have everybody because he's just gonna 1 bank to the right in here, or hard in here, then he could take a target lock on whoever he wants, have a target lock focus.
I wonder though. This might sound crazy. Okay.
Okay.
I wonder if 1 banking to the left might just be the better call anyway. Say, you know what? The debris.
Yeah.
Only 1 out of 8 chance to take possibly damage, but I get a shot.
And it's gonna bump up the conga line.
Right.
I think I like that.
Call it. And actually, you probably do the 2 bank so you can try to get that nose just past the debris.
So you don't hit the win on the way out. Yep.
Yeah.
I like that. Especially because, that's one thing, players like to try to avoid is hitting rocks, but sometimes hitting rocks is the good move.
That's right.
Like, say you got 6 Seeks, and, there's a debris field in your way. Just hit it. Keep going straight.
Libo24 in the chat asking, does TTS animate the wings opening and closing on the U-wing? There's a certain set of models that do. You have to have a certain model out there that has the animation built in, not on
Not natively.
not natively. Yeah, they're the same thing for the X-wings opening and closing. There's a mod that exists that somebody made that opens and closes it.
Which is pretty cool. It's linked to a token has a special programming for the card. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's neato. Actually, I think I have those cards. I think the I don't know. I might have an outdated version of it saved.
Not a fan of the animation ones that have them floating and have the engine.
Oh
particle effects.
I don't like those.
I do like the closey ones. Oh yeah, Luke's closed.
Yeah.
Let's open that up. All right, we got our starter maneuvers going on, and we called that right. Smuggler just banking in. Little precarious position with that little funky facing asteroid. But we'll see what happens next turn. Right now, he's got a lot of arcs.
Just smack somebody hard.
Oh, yeah. Oh!
There it is. The 1 bank clears the stress, gets it back, but it is past the debris, so no big deal. It's going to be able to land some good punches, and here's the roll any second now.
Yep. Let's watch this be the one time we said, it's probably fine. And then we curse them. Commentators curse.
It's 1 out of 8. You're fine. You're fine.
But like I said, I play Dash so much I'm used to hitting everything.
Right.
So when I play a new list, that I'm like, oh right, I'm not Dash.
I'm not. It's more of a question. I'm not Dash. What? Hey, you got to roll for those, but I'm Dash. No, you're not.
Well, it takes a different set of skills to be able to plan your obstacles so that way you're hitting one every turn.
Mm-hmm.
To go from oh right, I got to unwire that for a second.
All right, waiting for our next ship to move here. Just debating contraband cybernetics. And it looks like it gets over. That's good, because if he would have bumped and that X-Wing does something just super casual like a 1 forward, that's a proton torpedo, extra damage happening all over the place.
And still get shots, maybe, depending on what the Red Squad does.
Mm-hmm. Well, it looks like now, if I'm Sasha, I'm just going to focus fire the contracted scout now. You're forced to spread around damage, but when you have all 3 of your ships pointing at it, not a bad day.
Now, what's this poor little Camigula doing? Kimogila doing.
Call it what you want. We know what you're saying.
Ship X.
There you go. All right. Shifting forward. I want to see that target lock on the contracted scout. Let's go. Let's go. Red Squadron Vet. There it is. There it is. Target lock engaged. And it is an R3 astromech, so it's gonna hook up a second target lock. We talked about that in the early opening, and that bumps.
It does, but it still got bullseye on Red Squad.
It sure does. Well, I mean, for the generic, it's going to be the dead to right, so not going to be able to spend any green tokens while defending, which he doesn't have any anyway, so not a huge deal this time.
Oh, but he doesn't have any face downs.
Yeah.
I got excited for the bullseye.
And it's party time. We should be seeing that Proton Torpedo, I'm guessing. There it is. Proton going into the contracted scout. This is going to be 4 on 2.
Not a bad roll.
That's right. You got the average. You got the average. 3 hits feels fair. 4, you feel like a lucky boy. What are we getting? Ooh, you feel like an unlucky boy. You get nothing. Oh, only 2.
Ooh, that's just the shields.
Not even that. You could spend the focus and avoid all the damage if he wants.
Honestly, I'm like Justice here. I'd take the 1 shield and have that for that range 1 shot on Blue Scout.
Mm-hmm. Next shot coming in. Here is the Cartel Executioner. Range 2. Got 2 hits. And able to only take 1 shield.
You know, I'm noticing something here, Dion. For a bunch of big ships with a bunch of attack dice, we're seeing like a slap fight.
Yeah, a little bit for sure. And here is that, I believe it's going to be the U-Wing at range 1 into the contracted scout. Only got 1.
Ooh.
Got out of it.
I like that, going for the just as going for the shot where he only has 1 choice.
Mm-hmm. Slaver range 2 does have that 180-degree arc. Just 1.
Oh, using suppressive gunner.
There you go. Yeah, spending the focus and adding the deplete token, and it's still going to get to push through a damage. Shields are down on the X-wing.
Ooh, fun question, Dion. Do you go after the range 1 or the no shields X-wing?
I mean, you plink in 1 damage, you get half points.
Oh, looks like he's going into the Falcon.
Yep. Mr. Ready done some work there. Spend the focus for 2. Oh no, he's not gonna spend the focus because he has the Falcon shot still coming in. Evades it. Four on 2.
Even though it's not Han, I hate being range 1 of a Falcon.
He's only going to end up getting 2. And Justice a little under this turn. Dice-wise, it happens, but man, feels bad when you got 3 shots on the same ship.
Oh, yeah, especially with protons.
And 1 damage can be saved from using the focus, and that's going to be just 1 more on the... Oh, did that scout... Wait, really? Let me...
Yeah.
2 shields. Only lost 2 shields in this engagement.
It's a slap fight.
I said fight.
But no, it's one of the reasons why I like the YT-24. It's a big base ship with 2 agility. That's a lot to chew through, especially if it's rolling average.
Obi-Wan77 asking me kind of a random question, or maybe not exactly random. We're looking at ships right now, asking me if I've read the Alphabet Squadron books. Yes, I have, and I have the next book already pre-ordered. Pumped.
I haven't got into those ones myself. The only Star Wars books I've read are some of the Republic Commandos, and I'm trying to work on the Thrawns, but I just haven't had the time yet.
Audiobooks, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I have been able to get through so much more media that I have enjoyed because of audiobooks. Because the reality is, I mean, you guys already know how much time I spend with y'all and doing stuff for X-Wing, where I can't just be sitting there holding a book in my hand. I might need to be working on something, so I can listen to the audiobook while working on some other stuff, while I'm shoveling the driveway, while I'm driving my daughter coming back from driving my daughter for school or heading to pick her up, stuff like that. I just so much. But yeah, 10 out of 10. Recommend the Alphabet Squadron books for sure. And I've been kind of trying to give some time for people to read them, because I know I want to make some videos about what I think they could look like in X-Wing, but I don't want to give too many spoilers when we get there.
Right.
So I'll kind of maybe cover the first book first, the second book.
Grace period go through.
That's right. Absolutely.
It's not like, if we spoil like Sixth Sense nowadays or anything.
Right. Bruce Willis was dead the whole time. All right.
Oh, well, I wasn't going to go there.
Spoilers!
All right, so we have a sloop from the Outer Rim Smuggler hitting the rock. Ooh, and takes damage.
All right, it happens.
Oh, no, hasn't rolled it yet. Still takes a damage. Commentator's curse. Oh, that's a bad position, too, if he wants to get rid of that stress, though.
Mm-hmm. Looks like he's prioritizing getting a shot.
On a big base like that, I get it.
Yep.
Blue Squadron stopped on the debris field. And is rotating. Ooh, pretty.
All right. Flip to dip. Now, that's going to be a double stress.
But does guarantee the shot, maybe on both the Trandoshan and the Contracted Scout.
Ugly orange fish. Thank you so much. My man, Corey. Oh, Corey, I got to send you the pictures of the Gold Squad, the paint cast medals that the winners are going to be getting. Oh, choice. It came out so good.
All right, and then we saw the Contracted Scout just do one straight. Took a focus. Trandoshan Slaver, too hard.
And locking it up.
Shouldn't the Trandoshan Slaver be stressed?
This month. What did we miss? That might have been a Zam target lock that got set up earlier. Cybernetics, baby. Contraband.
Oh.
Contraband.
Oh! Bump and hits the debris field.
Sad. Yeah, that X-Wing's in for a bad time. The Rebellion is a little bit out of position.
I don't think the Cartel is usually going to get much of a shot.
No damage on the debris.
But at the same time, you're not able to put any damage onto the Slaver.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of the big scary right now. And the one you've damaged a lot.
Mystic in the chat says Dooku it. There's no Dooku out here, but yes. Always.
4K onto the debris. Use the Contraband Cybernetics.
No damage here, and is sitting range 1 of that X-Wing. I would tell you, Justice has great positioning right now, and he kind of pulled an inside out, right? He held the middle of the board, And then as Sasha crashed into the middle, he was able to get to the outside and still has shots. So that is that's big.
And I think we're about to see a target lock for the good old cluster missiles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's going to be able to get 2 shots on the U-wing and the X-wing there.
Oh, and there's an R3 astromech on the field. For
Yeah,
the Chemo
you almost never see the Chemo Gilas carrying R3 astromech saying, I can have a target lock too. So that means that usually that second cluster missile shot is completely unmodified. Not this time.
Oh, took the second one on the smuggler. Which makes sense. That way, because the chemo... Oh, attack's happening.
Pew, pew, pew. Here we go. X-Wing's up first. It is range 1.
Range 1 obstructed into the scout.
That came out just as good as his proton torpedo. So it could potentially do 1 damage, and I think Justice is just going to take it down to 1 shield.
Yeah, I mean, you've got another attack in that's not going to be modified coming in, so save that for attack if you can.
All right, Chemo's up. I think this is time. Are we going to get those cluster missiles? All right, first shot.
Hold up, give me a second.
I think he said he had a deplete token.
Yes, but if the Red Squadron did a blue. Nope, Red Squadron tried to barrel roll, or talon roll, so yeah, he did have a deplete.
Mm-hmm.
So he should have rolled 3 dice instead of 4, is what Justice is saying.
Cool. So they're just redoing that attack. Epionic asking, would I be okay with a light side Jedi Dooku? Yeah, I mean, I think it would need to be... I'd be cool with it. Not the same ability, though. I had to tweak it a little bit. A little less evil. Still as precise, though. 3 hits coming in. Pop, pop, pop.
Yeah, I think they went ahead and just said it's okay. X-Wing taken 2.
Down to half.
Gonna cluster into the squad. Or the U-Wing.
Hit crit.
Ooh, 2 shields.
It's working it. Work the body. Work the body. And here we go. Range 1 shot coming in, I think.
Yep, from the U-Wing onto our Jumpmaster.
And that's a good one. Hit, crit. He's going to be taking hit and a crit.
Yep, losing the last shields because he does have a shield upgrade. Now, can our little slaver take out this X-Wing is the question.
Mm-hmm. 2 hits. That's all you need. Blank out does it on the X-Wing. Had a lock. Couldn't push it through.
Ooh, he's fine.
Nutties.
Perfectly fine. So we've got 3 with a focus versus 3 unmodified coming up. Contracted scout into the X-Wing.
Only 1.
Ooh. And
that X-Wing's going to live.
You got to hate that feeling, too, when you save a focus and take a damage to use on the offense.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. But wasn't the wrong call. You're so far ahead on hits. I would have done the same thing.
Here we go. Range 3. This is going to be 3-on-2. Nothing. You got Kanan for 1 if you want. But irrelevant.
All right, he has Kanan. He doesn't have to do a 1 hard. He could do a 1 hard and still be clear of the stress.
The shot here was obstructed. There's an obstacle right in between these guys right down here.
Yep. It's a debris field that's covered up by both of them.
How's it going, Tron Attics? This is the Unified X-Wing 2.0 mod. Check out our YouTube channel. We have a full tutorial series with no ads just to get people up and running and playing. So go ahead, check that out. 3-part video series. Very nice.
And if you were like me at one point and you had to drive 2 hours for X-Wing, it's a really good way to play X-Wing.
That's right. Some people in the chat are asking about my thoughts on some of the newer books. Yeah, I just finished Light of the Jedi. I think that's the newest High Republic book, or the first High Republic book. Let me look at my. I'm terrible with titles. Give me a second. Pulling it up. Library. Yeah, Light of the Jedi. I finished that one on Wednesday, and I started the High Republic. Was it Thursday? I'm only about an hour in there, but or not the High Republic. Into the Dark, I think is the name of the second one. Right? Give me the book details. Yeah, Into the Dark. Claudia, I mean, it's Claudia Gray. As soon as like I love Claudia Gray. Like she's my Star Wars crush. I'm telling you, her books are amazing. We are all the Republic, correct? But yeah, I started marking up. Here's the thing. I do buy the books when I want to make markings for like videos and stuff like that, because when I'm driving I can't write stuff down, right? So this is my way to like have spellings of names and stuff.
Makes sense. Love it. Yep. So what we just missed there was a smuggler did a blue bank. I think it's a blue. Mm-hmm. Are the two banks? No, they did a 3 bank, so it would have to cannon off.
Yep.
Cannon off distress. Took a damage.
Takes a damage.
That rock has been the MVP for damage on rock spacing. So I think both times it's been a hit.
Yeah. So good.
That's honestly my favorite asteroid. It's just so funky.
Lionheart 286 calling me a monster for marking up books. I'm sorry. They are a tool to me. My enjoyment time is, I would say my wife is a bookaholic, okay? And she even writes in books. Well, sometimes. It depends on what she's doing.
Well, here's the question, though. If you're not supposed to mark in books, why do they sell highlighters?
Bam. Got him. Case closed. Judge, we need a ruling. The Red Squadron tried to do a 2 bank, but bumped into that the contracted scout. But also hit that debris again. I'm telling you, MVP.
Ooh. This honestly is a very interesting, formation for...
Sorry, Rydub in the chat here says highlighters are no. They're saying highlighters are for sticking together and pretending it's a sword, not for books. I love it.
That's one of my guys I play with all the time. He's been teasing me in Discord every time I've made a mistake so far. What did he say a second ago to me? Read more books, you nerd.
All right, we got 2 hits and a focus out there. No focus conversion available, and does roll a squiggle. Still takes 1. That Trandoshan slave, we're telling you, living long life expectancy.
Yep, and he's going to go range 2 through that debris fields because 180 arcs are scary.
Going at that outer rim smuggler. Oh, hit, crit. Throw the fire. Take it. Take it all. We'll find out what that crit is on the outer rim smuggler.
It's not going to be pretty.
Wounded pilot. After you perform an action, roll a die on a hit or crit. Gain a stress token.
Could be worse.
Could be.
Could be a structural.
Oh, yeah, that's always bad.
I think we're about to see a contracted scout auto blasters. Ooh, this is not going to be pretty.
Auto blaster time. In the bullseye. Outside of the arc. Crits are auto damage.
Oh.
So we're getting one for sure. One for sure. That's going to be hit crit. Shield and a crit. And it is a council fire. Put that out.
Quick, smack it with your hands. I'm imagining that's what the damage is from a console fire, right?
It's the pilot trying to put out the fire. No. Alrighty, and looks like the outer rim smuggler deciding to go on the contracted scout. This is going to be obstructed. It's going to be 3-on-3. Got 2. Let's see what we get.
Right, let's see if the contracted scout can keep dancing.
Nope, gonna take another one.
Now, it may look rough, but we do have this Trandoshan Slaver about to be followed by this blue squad. So once you get behind one of those V66s, that's rough. Can't really do much about that.
You cannot. So let's just double check here. I want to make sure that my brain is correct here on the damage. We have a single card right now on the contracted scout. There is no hull upgrade here, so we're at 5. All right, cool, good there. Trandoshan. Are there any hull upgrades here? No hull upgrades. All right, cool, we got this. So that means it's also at 5. Cool. That cartel executioner is clean. Super clean. Should have 5 on the outer rim. That's 4 on the scout and 2. All right, cool. We're good.
Agile Gunner's not an action, correct?
It is not. You just rotate.
Yep. So Wounded Pilot would not proc.
So agile. Epionic and me said at the same time. Nice. Alrighty. Yeah, so looking at the positioning here, obviously Justice ahead right now, 101 to 70. In order to try to flip it back to Sasha's favor, that he's got to get a ship off the table here. The problem is
in position to chase the slaver.
I mean, kind of, because the slaver is going to 3 hard through the alley that he's got between the rocks there. That's like perfection. No problems there. He'll be able to for sure shoot with the outer rim smuggler, but it's probably going to be obstructed and unmodified. Just has Kanan. Oh, I mean, I guess that's modified. Is the X-Wing still stressed?
Double stressed.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And
we do know though the outer rim smuggler's probably not going to be moving.
True that. You just do a little self bump action.
Yep.
You actually have no space to go anywhere, but you pretend it's tactical. I wanted to be here. I decided this.
We also know the Chemo Gila is going to have a few turns out of the fight too.
Absolutely. Now, while we wait here, I want to remind you guys that next weekend is our Sigma qualifier. Super excited for that to see where everybody ends up ranking. Ace, veteran, recruit. Thank you to everybody who's participated. And to answer the question a lot of people have been asking, is it okay to participate in more than one qualifier? Yes, absolutely. Play it. The events are there for you to play. So
I know I'll be playing in this one too. I had a bad showing last one.
there you go. Now, here is a note, a quick note. On next Sunday for the cut is in the morning is when I have my my second dose of the Pfizer vaccine is happening. So I'm gonna go do that, and basically you guys will be my monitoring squad to make sure I'm all right. All right. I know that one's gonna hit harder because that's the way it's designed. You're supposed to trigger the bigger immune response on the second shot, but you guys got to make sure I stay alive. All right. That you eyes on me. Okay. Eyes on me.
Don't watch the game. Watch Dion.
That's right. But luckily, you know, it's the cut day, so my job becomes a little easier every round as there's less people playing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, drops down the focus. Oh no. Oh no, he got a little greedy here with the bank. Stuck on the rock.
I think he's just trying to get rid of those stresses.
I mean,
oh, that means though there's probably only going to be one attack from Scum this turn though.
Mm-hmm. Sasha, this is your time. Get him. X-Wing trying to get rid of the stress as well.
That was a left turn, so I think he's just getting position. He knows he's not going to get shot. Oh, right, Kanan. Out of range.
Here we go. Cartel jumping over the Falcon here. But just like you said, the Scum is only going to have a single shot with that contracted scout, and it's not going to be able to take a ship off the board most likely unless it punches that U-Wing real hard.
It can kill the U-Wing, but it'll be a simul-fire. They are the same initiative. And the U-Wing fires first. Ooh, takes damage from console fire.
Fire!
U-Wing pot. That's how me when I play U-Wings in Squadrons. I just smack the keyboard hoping it works.
All right, here we go. U-Wing gets to fire here first. Since the X-Wing is facing away. Only one hit. Oh, the Trandoshan coming away clean.
Do lizards sweat? Because I'm pretty sure he'd be right now. If they can.
All right, and the Zam target lock does get set up there. Which, I mean, at least you get something out of it since since you can't shoot this turn.
I mean, even though that X-Wing is on 2 health, if it can survive to get those stresses off, that's still a proton torpedo.
That's right. And here we go, range 1. I mean, he's got the front arc. Shoot with the front arc. There we go.
Yeah, you get that crit.
More dice?
I mean, it'd be the same number of dice since he doesn't have the bullseye.
Yeah. I mean, you go with well, I'm gonna say you use your front arc punishing one, yes. not the auto blaster, because the auto blaster would only give you 3 right now because you don't have the bullseye.
Wait. Yes, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I thought punch that only went with the arc in the front, but he is clipping that front arc.
Yep, 2 hits.
One goes through.
That's right. Maybe a lot of people get confused with that. Yeah. So Dengar, it's because of Dengar. Dengar only ever keeps his arc in the front because his ability, when he has Punishing One, works in the front. You can put that arc wherever you want. Punishing One still gives you the front 3-dice gun. That does nothing.
And in this case, it's still clipping the front arc. So
exactly. All right, outer rim. This is going to be obstructed at the slaver. Man, these space lizards, they're getting out clean.
Yeah. I mean, it's a race that can, like, regrow their limb if it gets chopped off, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. One hit.
One goes through.
Hey, little by little.
When you're messing with big ships like this, everything counts.
Little by little.
Do. I don't know that one, so I'm just making music.
That's right. All right. Doesn't the turret need to be in the front arc for the Punishing One die? Am I just remembering that incorrectly?
No, it's just if the defender is in the front arc, roll 1 additional attack die. And the defender is in the front arc.
Right. We got it. The second half of my statement wasn't true earlier, though. Liar! Liar! Sorry about that.
I only fib when it's necessary.
That's right.
And it just happens to be necessary a lot.
Alrighty. So we're gonna get that. I mean, you probably don't do the hard turn now. And I guess, you know what, looking at Sasha's predicament from last turn, I still think the 3 hard would have been a better move, but then you wouldn't have had a shot next turn. I guess it's a shot now or a shot later, because now he would bank. Don't do the hard turn now, because you end up right in front of that the very rude hand gesture rock.
Yes. And I don't think that position of your arc is going to get anybody. You might get the Falcon, but you aren't going to get the U-Wing for sure. Ooh, but this is a close one. Even though it's looking rough, there's a lot of dice coming out from both the sides right here.
Mm-hmm. So just to clarify with the Dengar shot, so he was in the side arc, which is 2 dice. Range 1 is 3, and the ship that he was firing is in the front arc of the contracted scout. So 4.
Yes.
We good though. No worries, fam. We're here to learn. It wasn't an auto blaster shot. It was a primary. My head is melting. We got you. All right, 2 bank. The U-Wing finally free of stress. Might get a shot in the next coming turns. Only 16 minutes left on that clock. Jumpmaster continuing the chase.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, will the U-Wing get a shot? I don't know. Only has 2 health left. Not if the Jumpmaster can help it. Oh, we did get the 2 turn from the Trandoshan Slaver.
Hitting the rock next turn.
That's right.
Is getting a shot this turn.
Give up a shot tomorrow for a shot today. That X-Wing still single stressed, but is going to have a shot on the Jumpmaster.
Next turn it will be free of stress.
And the Kimokila hunting as well. Little by little.
This is like a little pack of sharks fighting each other right now.
Yeah. All right, and it's going to be a range 1 shot. 4 dice going into the Jumpmaster. With a lucky chain,
Yeah, maybe just all crits are rolled.
Yeah. Nope. Ends up a little bit under again. Just one hit. Not going to get it through.
The ship X has no shot. Me remembering it to call it ship X for the joke is a lot harder than actually saying its name.
2 hits. Sorry, that's what 2. Range 2 going into the Outer Rim Smuggler. Prophetic! 2 hits!
Are you swaying the dice here?
Yes! And 2 are going to... See, I just knew. I just knew in my heart. Down to 3 hole on that Outer Rim Smuggler.
Ooh.
All right, and the Scout trying to take this U-Wing off the table. Could do it with a big hit. This is likely an Auto Blaster.
Ooh.
Spends the focus. Rip. Rip U-Wing. It dies no matter what. It gets to pretend. I tried. Oh, and dies on natties.
It tried hard.
A little too late, though. A little too late. Ooh. And yeah, this is starting to become a little more decisive. Justice ahead, 127-70. That U-Wing not getting, not being able to shoot for a few turns really hurt. I know that he prioritized that rotate and stop, but it put him on a trajectory that was really rough. He got a shot that turn, but it didn't work out going forward. Outer Rim going to the left side at the Trandoshan Slaver, probably.
I think he's going range 1 at the Scout.
Oh, sorry, those aren't bumped. You were right. Range 1 at the Scout, out the side arc.
Ooh!
Bang, bang, bang. Hit, crit. Looking for something bad here.
That's
Counts a fire. Okay.
At 2 health, not the best. Ooh.
Man.
And that makes it possible for it to get initiative killed.
And
by the
that was not the bonus attack one for at the end of the turn because the Trandoshan Sailor never got attacked.
Yeah, I'm learning with Zam crew. Sometimes it's better just to not shoot.
I mean, it depends, right?
Right. Yeah.
So Justice was going for the more kind of the more obvious approach, what we're talking about. He started with the one that allows you to recharge charges and take a target lock, and then once those were charged, you flip it to the other one that says when you're attacked, you get a bonus attack. But the reality is that if you have to play that game with your opponent, say, you know what, if you think I went the more obvious route and I think that you think that, so we're going down a little bit of a Princess Bride hole, but it happens, right? Then you decide to stick with the one that would normally give you the charges and the target lock, because if you're not shot, that gives you the bonus attack. So it is a fun conundrum there that you have to choose.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, guys, guess what's coming out this week? Zam Quick Tips. Already scheduled, baby.
Dun, 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 dun.
You've been asking. You ask and you shall receive. I will tell you, it's not so quick. The thumbnail might have quotations around the word quick. Ooh, so close.
There might be a slight fibbage.
Yeah, exactly.
That Camigula is still not touched.
We call that a conundrum. Say that again. Sorry, Zach, I missed that.
I think I've said that ship's name 5 different ways.
And that's okay.
We never see it, except for today. Perfect example of the format.
Love it. Love it. All right. So we have 10 minutes left. What could Sasha do to get some points here? He's behind by 57 to tie, 58 to win. Does he have? He doesn't have that in a single shot. I mean, if he took out the cartel executioner without losing anything, that's all of it. But that doesn't seem practical, especially with the positioning.
He could PS kill the contracted scout if that X-wing has a good enough position.
All right. So essentially, it's the scout and the slaver. Is what you got to go after.
Ooh, this could be an interesting setup. All right, does he remember to... Yep. And stress.
Wounded pilot doing the work here. So wounded. My heart. All right. Slaver. He's going to have a nice shot onto the outer rim smuggler.
Ooh,
And the scout does bump there, so the X-wing is going to have a nice shot. Most likely.
Especially...
Oh, nope.
Ooh.
Never mind. But that X-wing not having a shot, I think, is the nail in the coffin for Sasha, because he's not going to be able to get any points out of it. The target that you want, you're bumped into, and you're probably going to lose that X-wing this turn.
Oh, yeah. Because if you could have done the one bank or, you know, a little shorter move, get a nice little target lock for a range 1.
Mm-hmm. And here it comes.
Oh, cluster missiles again.
Oh, yeah, hook him up. Does he have 2 target locks out there?
He should.
He does, but the scout is at range. Sorry, the outer rim smuggler is at range 3, so you can't cluster missile that one. Right? It's only range 1 to 2. Yeah. So no cluster missiles. But he's got a plasma. Where's he throwing the plasma at?
Outer rim. Makes sense. That way you ignore the range bonus.
Yep. And just one has a lock. Do it again.
But focusing up for 2.
Taking them both. So good heads up play there by Justice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's at 1.
Mm-hmm.
Choosing to use the special weapon in order to remove the range bonus. Big brain. And here's a slaver trying to take out the outer rim smuggler. Like you had said earlier, Zach, just bullying the initiative 1.
Yeah. I mean, whenever you see a big base initiative 1 ship, that's just what you do.
First time caller asking where's my pop culture podcast. So I'm working on it. All right, I got to come up with a name, a marketing plan. But I kind of want it to be a catch-all. Basically, it's like my second channel where I can talk about books and movies and shows with people. Mrs. GSP says she's in, by the way, which is fun. So soon. Promise. And the nature of it, like I can, I can have rotating guests and stuff. I got some ideas. The Pop podcast. I gotta check to see if I can actually do that. Because Pop is probably, I'm gonna guess, copyrighted by community. It's a community reference, by the way, if anybody not aware. Magnitude. It's my guy. All right. 172 to 70. I think we are simply watching the reality unroll at this point.
Yeah. The Sasha can still gain some points here, you know, for tournament practice. MOV could still take out the contracted scout. That's still a possibility. But yeah, in 4 minutes, I'm not sure he can pull it through for a win.
Lionheart says I can adapt the Gold Squadron Flight Club to make it Gold Squadron Book Club. Yeah, I could. You're right. I'd probably see like the book club stuff. I'd probably just keep that on the Gold Squadron channel because that works in and of itself. I think. Would you, those of you who are YouTube subscribers, would you be offended if I started putting book club content on the channel?
Massively.
Massive. Ah, dang it.
I'm kidding.
What is this garbage? Ah.
Books? Who needs books? I'm not a nerd.
Looks over at your miniature collection.
Looks over at my Star Wars RPG collection of
there you
books. Well, I actually don't think the Red Squadron... I think the Red Squadron might only get shot by the scout this turn.
Mm-hmm. Survive. Come on, little X-Wing. I believe in you, little X-Wing.
Take someone down with you.
That's right. Only 2 focuses. Snake Eyes on the way out. Shot back. Only 2 dice.
What?
Do these guys even want to hit each other? Come on. What are you doing? Flight Club. Let's go. Battle.
That was impressive. Oh. I don't really have any words for that one.
This is true. DeSoul in the chat says, well, this is Flight Club, not Fight Club. You're right. You're right. But come on, there's a reference in there. There's clearly a reference. Come on.
We're here for blood. Let's be honest. We're all here like the Roman gladiatorial pits.
Entertain me. Alrighty, contracted scout, move forward. 1 forward to victory here, the Rebel way. The X-Wing actually got an action, guys. This is how you go down at the end. Take out the slaver, range 1, let's go. I got big juju for this X-Wing, come on. Come on.
Fuel leak!
There is a fuel leak out there, you're right. But man. Oh, does he have a target lock? He's got a target lock. Get him. Get him. All right. Cool.
That's a dead slaver.
Got him. All right. Took out a ship. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, he's got it. There was a damage I missed along the way. Bam.
And also, it should be 1 more because of fuel leak, right?
Bonus damage. Yeah. And nothing there.
Lives. The X-Wing lives to see the end of the day.
That's right. That's right. Well, that is the game. Congratulations. Thanks for playing, gents. That's the ball game. Justice wins 172-105. Wow, man, the Rebels a little bit under that entire game. Just a little bit under. Just so close.
They didn't really have mods for a lot of it.
Yeah. Oh, man, so close. Well, if our next players, who do we got coming up? We have coming up Mind Spike. So that's Scott versus Laws, who was in the chat earlier today. I have their real names are around here somewhere. All right, so we got Lawrence versus Scott. So please make your way to the tables. Make your way to the tables.